regional volunteers in that area. So.
Well, I'd love to be involved.
Yeah. Well, the best thing to do is, like I said, the regional breakouts this early evening. I think they start at 5:30. I'm moderating the one for New England. Nominee, so.
That's the talk.
There's rumors. There are rumors.
Okay. Thank you.
For a blog, please tell me what you do.
My name's John Bartholomew. I am the Media and Democracy Campaign Coordinator for Common Cause.
Okay, you just mentioned something about a senator and there's some type of committee happening.
Oh, in August, I'm working with some folks in Kansas City who are trying to get Commissioners Copps and Adelstein and Senator McCaskill to come to Kansas City to do a town hall meeting on media reform issues. And trying to use that event to then kind of create an ongoing coalition of media reform activists in Kansas City metropolitan area.
What's wrong with the media right now?
There's a lot of things that are wrong with the media right now. One of which has been the increased consolidation that has led to fewer voices in general on mainstream media, which is what most people get their media from. And especially with radio, we've seen the consolidation lead to less local news, less local public affairs, less local music being played. I'm a local music fan. I mean, that's the diversity of music is one of the things that's fantastic about the world. But when you're only getting corporate music that's all part of one playlist, it's not very interesting.
So we want the real news. We want the real music.
Just more of all of it. I mean, let's say you're in one particular media market.
Yep.
And you've only got two sources of news. Whether it's because it's just a small market, or whether it's because there's the consolidation that there's one newsroom for the newspaper and the TV station. There's no local radio news at all. What you're going to have happen is even things as simple as the media missing a story, getting something wrong, but there's nobody else there to get it right, or just showing things from one perspective. What you need is a diversity of voices. What's good about the media these days is that the internet has increased some of that. There's citizen journalism happening. There's new outlets with professional journalists, like the Politicker sites, but not that many people access that, and you need broadband to access that, and there you end up with a disconnect between people who have access to these things, who are more likely well off, and people who don't have access to these things, who are likely the poor. So you're going to have an economic disparity of information to be able to use for your own democracy. And that's the key thing for Common Cause, is that you need a healthy democracy, you need a healthy media
to have a healthy
democracy, because it is the media that does the job that we can't do. I cannot be at City Hall and the state legislature and Congress and school board every single day to know what the heck's going on. We rely on the media so that we can make the informed decisions on voting. Is probably the lowest common denominator. Getting involved is more. It's like without the media, we don't know when to call our legislators. We don't know when to write a letter to the editor, because we don't know what's going on without them. So you need a healthy media if you're going to have a healthy democracy.
Thank you, and do a word search on your name, probably either Live Leak or YouTube. Thanks. My name's Stephen G. Erickson.
All right. Thanks, Stephen.